Welcome to our channel, where we tell tales that will encourage, inspire, and motivate you to lead the greatest possible life. We have a moving story about believing in God's timing today. In a small village, surrounded by rolling hills and lush greenery, lived a young woman named Sarah. Sarah was known for her kind heart, unwavering faith, and a dream that burned brightly within her, a dream to open a school for underprivileged children. Introducing Sarah. In a small, picturesque village surrounded by rolling hills and lush greenery, lived a young woman named Sarah. Sarah was known throughout the village not just for her kindness and compassion, but for a dream that burned brightly within her heart. A dream to open a school for underprivileged children, to give them the opportunities she had once wished for herself. Sarah's days were filled with small acts of kindness, always putting others before herself. Despite her modest means, she saved every penny she could spare, hoping to one day transform her dream into reality. She spent countless hours planning, praying, and working tirelessly, always with a smile on her face and hope in her heart. Sarah's unwavering faith and dedication were evident in everything she did. She believed with all her heart that her calling was to educate and empower the children of her village. Despite the many obstacles and setbacks she faced, Sarah's faith never wavered. She remembered the wise words of her grandmother, "Trust in God's plan, for He knows the right time for everything." Through every challenge and moment of doubt, Sarah's faith remained her guiding light. She knew that God's timing was perfect, even if she couldn't see it in the moment. She continued to work tirelessly, her heart filled with hope and her spirit unwavering, believing that one day her dream would come true. Sarah's dream. From a young age, Sarah had always been driven by a dream that set her apart from others in her village. She envisioned a place where every child, regardless of their background or circumstances, could receive an education. A place where curiosity would be nurtured, potential would be unlocked, and dreams could flourish. Sarah's dream was to build a school for underprivileged children in her village. She believed that education was the key to breaking the cycle of poverty and opening doors to a brighter future. This dream was not just a fleeting fancy, but a burning passion that guided her every action. Sarah's commitment to her dream extended beyond just saving money. She spent her days teaching children in makeshift classrooms, using whatever resources she had at hand. She believed that even a small start was better than none, and every lesson brought her closer to her goal. Throughout her journey, Sarah held onto her faith. She believed that God had planted this dream in her heart for a reason, and that He would guide her steps. She often turned to Scripture for comfort and reassurance, finding strength in verses that spoke of hope, perseverance, and divine timing. Sarah's dream was more than just a personal ambition. It was a calling, a mission to make a difference in the lives of children who had few opportunities. Her heart was filled with love and compassion, and she knew that with God's help, she could turn her dream into reality. Sarah's dream was a beacon of hope, not only for herself but for the entire village. She believed that one day her hard work and faith would pay off, and the school she envisioned would become a reality. Until then, she continued to trust in God's perfect timing and never lost sight of her ultimate goal. Sarah had always believed that her calling was to educate and empower the children in her village. She spent years saving every penny, planning meticulously, and praying fervently for the day when her dream would become a reality. But as time passed, obstacles seemed to arise at every turn. Despite her best efforts, the funds she needed never seemed to be enough. She faced setbacks, disappointments, and moments of doubt. Many nights she found herself on her knees, tears streaming down her face, asking God, "Why not now? Why is this taking so long?" But through it all, Sarah never lost her faith. She continued to work tirelessly, always believing that God's timing was perfect. She remembered the words of her grandmother, "Trust in God's plan, for He knows the right time for everything." One day, just as Sarah was beginning to feel that her dream might never come true. She received an unexpected letter. It was from a charitable organization that had heard about her efforts and wanted to help. They offered her the full amount needed to build the school, no strings attached. Sarah was overwhelmed with emotion. All those years of hard work, perseverance, and unwavering faith had finally paid off. She realized that God's timing had been perfect all along. The delay had allowed her to grow stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the responsibility that lay ahead. The school was built, and it became a beacon of hope and learning for the entire village. Sarah's dream had not only come true, but it had also inspired countless others to trust in God's timing and never give up on their dreams. Sarah's story is a powerful reminder that even when things seem difficult and the road ahead appears uncertain, we must trust in God's timing. His plans for us are greater than we can imagine, and His timing is always perfect.